I think around the 80 episode mark,
we had Brazers.
Yeah, we had the Brazers.
That's when we were talking about Towley and not Towley, Charlie.
Oh, geez, that was during the Sasha Grey episodes.
Yeah.
We talked about Sasha Grey making it from struggling teen to Hollywood stardom.
And we went back over the Jodi Arias thing.
Jodi Arias.
We're no longer giving her knives.
I wonder if she's married. Can you get conjugal visits there?
I don't think so.
You probably the guards probably saying something like, "Well, no."
Why would you want conjugal visits anyway? She's a
nutcase.
She's crazy.
But some people thought she was hot.
Yeah, but like I said, no knives.
Oh yeah, she's not playing Edward Scissorhands.
She's gonna cut you up, dude.
That'd be crazy. Someone brought back like Jodi Arias crossed with like she'd be too much of a pro, like with Edward Scissorhands.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't trust her with a fucking box cutter.
Oh, jeez. She just goes crazy. It's kind of weird.
Think about it. Look,
going so quick.
Even if you're not inclined to do that kind of thing, right? You're in prison. What do you have going on in your life?
Not much.
Right. Other than planning what?
Nothing. I mean, because you can't do nothing. You can like read the. I guess you'd have stuff like, what's the latest on the book circuit?
That's what, the thing is, shenanigans with the people that are keeping you in custody is your only form of entertainment. Okay? Giving the guards a hard time is your only form of entertainment. If you don't have books, and you don't have TV, and you don't have radio, and you don't have anything other than...
Can't go shopping.
Yeah. The only thing you have is interactions with prison
who's around
staff.
Yeah, who's around you.
Right. So what are you going to do with all that time?
No, jeez. And if someone comes in...
Especially if you're aggressive and crazy?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you're going to leash it on who's near. But interesting. Oh, what do you think about that whole thing about the... that weird... like Heaven's Gate looking couple that...
that kids. Whack family with the 13 kids?
Yeah, 13 kids. And I don't know how like someone's 29 and letting their... Okay.
Pentecostals.
Oh my God.
That's all I got to say for that one.
Because they were like religious zealots.
Yeah, they're...
You guys filming?
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
No worries.
No, that's studio audience. Say, give yourself a hand.
See, we weren't lying.
We weren't lying. You heard the voice coming from there. But this is something.
No, but it was weird because here's the deal: they'd moved a couple of times, right? And so they kept the circus going at different locations.
In California?
In California.
Like Riverside?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. But of course,
and the guy was gainfully employed and shit.
What did he do?
He was an engineer of some type.
Whoa. I thought he looked like they're just like redneck types, just doing it to their kids.
No, that's the thing, it's...
What I don't know.
He was able to maintain this craziness because they were able to fund it.
But let me ask you a question. Why keep your kids like that? It's against the law for one. When you could sort of teach them and employ them to be part of your bidding, whatever that might be. As opposed to, I'm going to have to change these people up because they might leave.
Because they're crazy.
I guess that.
If he were any good at being manipulative, okay, he would have just raised his kids to be very clannish and very protective of their parents. And that's it. And give them the tools they need to survive. But this was simply a matter of,
torture.
I need to control everything that they do.
Yeah.
That's really what it was about.
29
the guy's fucking crazy.
But there was all their kids were adopted?
No!
All their kids?
They're the biological parents.
Jesus.
This is some fucked up shit.
Wow. That is crazy. Because I didn't hear too much after.
And then it turns out the guy had registered like a private school at the residence so that the kids never came up on the radar because, they were compliant with school requirements.
Oh, jeez. You thought about it on that end, just to keep the shenanigan up when you can just have them stay at home.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what I don't get is, what was his point? what was the deal? I mean, usually
Did you ever ask them yet?
no, but usually when you run into these kind of things, it's some old perv, chaining away his daughter because he wants to have kids with her, kind of thing. You know?
Yeah, you hear about that.
That's the kind of shit you see.
Jesus Christ!
Not like that where it's like the whole chain of kids and they're all under captivity. For what reason exactly?
Crazy.
I mean, he wasn't working them, right? They weren't slave labor.
I mean, did the 29-year-old have a job or
no? Apparently, they were all captives.
Jeez, I thought you go to work and then you could come home and you put your shackles on.
You laugh, but I actually read a book about a family like that.
Yeah, you just come home, put your shackles on.
This guy had his daughter so warped up that they did have jobs and they went to not this guy. This is a different.
Yeah, I'm just saying you can have work them in that sense.
Well, see, that's my point. If you're some evil Svengali that wants to turn your fucking family into a cult, you're kind of failing at it if you got to lock them up to their beds.
Yeah, I think
if you're
so.
any good at this game, the chains are in their head. Okay, they're not physical chains; they're chains in their psyche.
And that's why I was thinking, why didn't he just go from the beginning? It seems like a little bit of a hassle.
Because he's bad at his job.
Yeah, you know what? That actually says it.
He's a bad Svengali.
He's a bad Svengali psycho. Yeah, and that's the thing. When we've noticed, pertaining to something we know of, if you're not fully there, you act somewhat to your capacity. And if it's shot, you're shot, and you just do a shitty job.
That's right.
Yeah, it's crazy. But anyways, jeez, dude, I'm telling you.
But it's all religion, though.
Yeah. Most of these people are just stark rage. Like they're gonna have that new, I guess, TV series of the Waco shit, the Ranch Davidian people, David Koresh.
Yeah, well,
I was in Santa Barbara at the time when that happened, and we didn't have TV, and I wasn't reading fucking newspapers, and it was kind of like we didn't have internet like that. But what the hell? Who is right? Because I hear this thing nowadays that some people side with David Koresh, some side with the government.
Here's the deal,
and they're both reasonable people.
No, they're not.
Oh, really? What's the story behind
David
this? David
Koresh was a whack job.
Oh, well, I got that.
All right,
this is the religion shit.
David Koresh was a whack job. He was a Seventh-day Adventist. He believed that the end days were around the corner and that he was God's prophet on earth and was going to tell us how the shit was going to go down. Right?
But what was this whole thing where people side with him because the government were kicking in his doors?
Right. Well, here's
he has rights, right? Despite being a whack.
Got rights, and he's entitled to his rights and so on. But at the same time, he's running his own little crazy fuck camp on the middle of nowhere. Right? So he's on the radar of local law enforcement. The feds get involved because the ATF decides, hey, this guy's doing machine guns.
We were in Texas.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Well, within reason, sure,
thought they
but
liked that.
There's shit you can't do. And that's the thing, that there was an ATF setup on this, okay?
Okay.
So, a warrant was issued for David Koresh and a couple of other people.
In his group.
And instead of having local law enforcement serve it, they get the ATF to serve it with a SWAT team. The SWAT team got outgunned. Okay. They had to turn around. And that's what became the standoff.
Okay.
Had that warrant been served by just a sheriff, just one guy, leave it there, see you in court kind of situation, it wouldn't have gone down the way it went down. The reason it went down that way is because the stormtroopers showed up. Okay? And that's why people take the side of the whack job, is because of the way the federal government reacted to
handled it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They showed up, they strong-armed everybody, and it was the wrong way to handle this shit. And then when you torch all these people,
it doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good.
Because I remember I remember some tank crushing it, and it was like the next moment the place was on fire.
No, that's because look, they had set it up. The Branch Davidians had set it up so that it was kind of going to be a disaster. the minute they breached that. So there are disputed stories as to whether the fire was caused by the entry of that vehicle or whether it was set inside by the people behind the barricades.
Yeah.
Either way, the result was a bunch of dead fucking kids. All right,
Yeah.
and it didn't look good, and that's why people take the side of the, David Koresh. But at the end of the day, Koresh was a fucking whack job. He was a dangerous,
but anytime the
person.
Government wants you, you've already become in their eyes a whack job.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that the way that they handled that, and that the way that they handled Ruby Ridge, set off a lot of right wingers. And that's what caused Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that's true.
Tim McVeigh was getting payback. That's all he was doing.
Yeah, I think he did mention Waco.
Well,
but he
that
also
was his main motivation.
And then I guess he was motivated. Was that am I the right guy? The Turner Diaries and all that shit.
Look,
was that him too?
Supposedly yes, but look, at the end of the day, he was a guy who served in the first Gulf War, who saw how we operated overseas, how we operated in a target-rich enemy environment and kill with impunity. He saw that. And then he sees the federal government turning on its own people. So you tell me what your reaction is going to be.
Yeah, he was already down to die.
Yeah. So, I'm one of those people that doesn't necessarily see Tim McVeigh as a bad guy. I see him as a confused guy who ends up doing big dramatic things because he thinks he's doing something for the good of people.
Of mankind.
Well, that's what most of these people think anyway.
Oh yeah, it's like that guy Dylan, whatever.
None of these people think that they're doing bad. Everybody thinks they're doing the good thing.
No, yeah, that's the thing about that Roof kid or Dylan, or is it Roof?
Dylan Roof?
Yeah, Dylan Roof. Yeah, that whack job. I mean, he's going down, and he's actually going down. He's like, he said that there was a purpose for this. I remember that one. As far as these people that, and what was the Vegas guy was saying? What was his? I forget. What was his? Oh, just because he wants to go out with a bang.
I think he just wanted to go out with a bang.
Because I never heard anything like he was inspired. Because they was coming up with dead ends for that shit. As far as to, was he part of something, or was he pissed off something? They never found anything from what I remember.
I think at the end of the day, when most of these people do it, they're doing it for their own personal reasons. You're not really doing it for these grand, spectacular gestures. You're doing it because you like the idea of getting payback, whatever your idea of payback is.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. You hear these people, the jihadists, they always say, in heaven you will be with Allah and the 40 virgins.
I mean, that's the thing.
Ones that are all fucking Olympic ex-skaters, male. Hi, want to go skate with me, jihadists?
I doubt that they're virgins.
Oh! Ding! That is crazy.
Come on, dude.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah, we're 13. We gotta come right back to you real quick.